man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We are still in the process of getting the food set up. Yeah. It's a bit nutty because this is on location at Your Turn. I had to move pretty much the whole studio from my home to Your Turn, a board game cafe in Zephyr Hills, Florida. So as you can see, we're getting the milk. I got my ice cream. I got my milk. Oh. Robert, I don't know why we're doing this, brother. I just don't know. Mics are not live right now. Just mine. And you're number 2, so you can bring yourself up when you're ready. I'm going to get this phone line open here in a second. Start. Julian says good luck to everyone. Wish you all the best.
We can use a little good luck.
Yes, we could. Oh, yeah. What do we got? Yep. You can throw your headphones into that jack, any one of those 4 jacks back there, and then control the volume for yourself.
Just me and Carlos are hot right at the moment. But, yeah.
Oh, I'm hot. Yep. I know I'm hot. I'm always hot.
Oh, yeah. Napkins. Napkins would be good, too.
Oh, man. I'm right here. Oh.
Have to at least...
No, you don't have to. I'm good. I'm good. I don't...
You want the tray or just want the bowl?
Just give me the bowl.
Oh, he's going to need the tray to fan himself.
Yeah. I'm going to need the tray to fan myself. Dang, folks, this is nuts.
Am I the only smart one not eating this thing?
Yeah, you're the only coward, as we call it.
Ready for your mic?
All right. Overhead mic is live now. And William, you're live.
If it's a Maki card, we have to.
Michael, you're on.
You want me to draw it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not eating?
Everybody definitely. Whatever card you draw, if it's a Maki card, we all have to take a bite. And if it's a 1 Maki, it's 1 bite. If it's a 2 Maki, it's 2 bites.
Oh,
if
we're
it's
making
3,
up
we
rules
take
right
3
now.
bites.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So
Yep.
what if it's any other card? What if it's a particular card?
Right here.
So let's say this is a dumpling for someone.
Why are we doing this?
Not sure. I don't know if this makes good TV or not.
Well, I mean, we've got 6 people watching already, so that somebody wants to see us in pain.
Somebody's interested.
The game book.
Is there a different adapter for
So you should just assign everybody a
I was
card.
going to assign everybody a card.
this? Doesn't fit into the.
And then the red cards are
Into
everybody.
any one of those?
Yeah. Are they all?
How many people are eating?
They're fine. I didn't try them all.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of us.
All right, so let's introduce.
Well, there's 8. There's 8.
We'll start the recording here in.
How many numbers of each one?
We're starting the show here. Starting the show in 5, 4,
make it even.
3. Hey, folks! Welcome to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about
How we game.
There we go. I think we could do that better. Let's do that again. In 3, 2. Hey, folks! Welcome to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about
How we game.
Yeah, and there's a lot of we's today. I'm Carlos.
I'm Rob.
I'm William.
Mike Lorenzo.
Daniel Erzik. Ben Richter.
Raph.
Rachel.
Muhammad.
And yeah, let me go around the table here. You can see part of the table there. Raph, yeah, you might want to scoot a little this way. Here we go. And then the other part of the table there is Muhammad. There's Rachel. There's a lot of us today here at the Beans and Dice podcast, live on location at Your Turn, a board game cafe. Dan is the owner and purveyor of Your Turn. Say hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
That's how it is. Dan, where can folks get more information about Your Turn and what's going on?
Facebook, Your Turn Cafe, and also our website, yourturncafe.com. Just do a Google search, you'll find both.
Very good. We love this place. This is where we hold our monthly board game meetups. Lately, this has been the one spot, and we, as you can see behind us, someone already mentioned in the comments how awesome the wall of games looks.
Yep.
I mean, you look at that beautiful wall of games, and
What's the count here? 1,430? Yep. On the big board. Yep.
1430.
1430 games.
we got the milk passing around.
Preparation. Preparation H.
Ay, Dios mío, why are we doing this?
Feels good on the whole.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines, folks. We're going to open up the phone lines for you. So you can call in and talk to us about what you've been doing gaming-wise. And we can talk to you guys about what we've been doing gaming-wise as we get ready to dive into our spicy ramen for the day. I think that is the challenge that we're doing today, is we're challenging ourselves to have some spicy ramen. William's over here setting up the Sushi Go game so we can get a game of Sushi Go going on.
Well, I think we're going to randomly draw a card.
Talk into your mic, that might help.
I think they're going to want me to draw a card. There's 8 players, there's 8 different cards.
Uh-huh.
This card's drawn. It has to take a bite.
Ay, Dios mío.
Well, you're gonna make it to where,
I'm going to even them out right now.
How did the decisions I made get to this point?
Yeah, you ask yourself, what decisions did I make that got me to this point in life?
Poor life choices.
That's
And what's our brand on the ramen? Does anybody know off the top of their head?
Samyang? Is it Samyang Korean ramen?
Okay. So we
Yeah.
should saved a wrapper. We could have given
Times two.
some pub. You know?
Yeah, not the black label, the red.
No, the red one.
Red label?
That has
Oh.
a 2X.
The
on it.
2X spicy.
Yeah.
Hey, Raph, we got a comment on the board here. Diego Ordenaz says, it looks like Raph's living room. Do you have this many games?
No, not. I wish.
Not quite.
Not there yet. The goal of today, hang out, talk to you guys on the phone about what we've been playing, and to talk to you guys about what we've been playing and what you've been playing while we try to eat some spicy ramen. I mean, it's going to be kind of a chill day. It's going to be that kind of a day today.
We may have to rotate on and off the mic depending on who can talk at that moment. Yeah, who's? Yeah.
To control the crying.
That is really what happened.
There's the outdoors right there.
there's an emergency exit, just go out the back.
There's a lot going on at the emergency exit.
Okay, the deck is set. There's 4 of each card.
Okay?
There's 8 cards, 8 type of cards.
So should everybody just grab one card so they know it's them?
As an example,
Yeah.
we know who's.
So then there'll be only 3 then, because there's only 4 chopsticks total on the deck. So I can do it that way.
That's
if
fine.
you
We'll
like.
reshuffle after they go through it.
Yeah.
So,
You have to shovel several times.
So, if are you just going to tell us when to eat what?
Your chopsticks.
What does that mean?
Every time he draws chopsticks, you eat.
Oh, God.
I don't want the one maki.
I do not want the one maki.
I'm gonna hide mine
All right, pass
so
it
nobody
down.
knows.
Mo, that's you. You're
I'm the
sashimi.
tempura.
All right, I'm the dumpling. Oh, of course.
It doesn't smell too bad.
Yeah, you say that.
Not at all.
All right, here we go. Pray, guys. Pray.
All right, shuffle those cards.
First name,
Let's do this.
Come on, no
Keep it
dumpling.
going, too. Don't
Well, this
First card. Nigiri.
Nigiri. Who's got nigiri?
Wait, that's egg
That's Ben.
Ben's nigiri. There you go.
Of course, I would start it off.
Oh, that's a big bite. Oh my.
I want to get through it fast. Oh my god. Well, guess what? You get to go again.
You didn't even chew that.
Wait a minute.
No, he just.
No, I'm trying to do like Homer Simpson. You just like.
Oh yeah.
You just get it in there.
All right, first round is still. Here we go. Tempura.
Who's tempura?
Me.
All right.
Why is he going so fast?
Oh, God.
He was asked to.
Because you're next.
Oh, chopsticky.
Do it.
You said don't let it touch your lips?
Don't think about it.
Just go.
Oh, and then guess what? Your partner in crime goes next right after you.
Or if you don't think about it.
Oh, God.
Who's got sashimi?
I got sushi.
I'm just going to prep it now.
Oh, my God.
Who's got tempura?
Me.
Look, all 3 of mine are going to show up at once.
Dumpling.
Ah, here we go.
Dumpling.
Give me a minute.
Come on.
Dumpling again. Eat another one.
Just swallow it.
Dumpling again.
You're good now. That's it.
You gonna make it?
Where's
All
that
right.
pudding and maki roll?
Pudding.
There we go, finally. All right.
Oh, get a bigger bite than that.
How are we supposed to...
Pudding again.
Who shuffled this?
Maki roll.
There it is.
And your last tempura.
So
It's not bad when you do all 3 at once.
does beer help? Does anybody know if beer will help?
I read it helps a little bit.
Maki roll again.
Got it.
Carlos?
Chopsticks.
No, you got to go.
It needs a moment.
It's not as bad as I remember.
Rob?
As your shape.
Give it some time.
All right.
The more it sits without eating more, right? You just want
Maki roll.
Thank God. No matter if you eat it fast.
Pudding.
There we go, finally.
Sashimi. And when you're done with that one, sashimi again. Wasabi.
So, we'll go around the table
Nigiri.
talking about games that we've played this week.
This is the only game I played this week.
Well, before you do that, you have to eat again. Chopsticks.
I'm sorry, folks. I can't do this. I don't know what we were thinking. Listen, I'm Puerto Rican. We don't do spicy food. I know we all look alike to you, but we don't do spicy food.
Oh, this is bad because it's settled. It's settled. Look at them. Look at them drinking all the milk.
Milk.
I should have brought 2 gallons of milk.
I should have.
Pudding.
He's got ice cream too.
Pudding.
No.
I'm sorry. Yeah, pudding.
What was I talking about?
All we have left?
Okay, games I played.
I did one wrong. Dumpling.
Wait, did you reshuffle?
Yes, I did.
It sucks when you have to sit and wait.
No, I'm done.
Nigiri.
What is that? Like a seed. Is that like a pepper seed or something?
Probably.
All right, pudding again. And you got your last pudding as well, so 2 bites for you.
Nice.
Maki roll.
Where are my dumplings?
Tempura.
Who's tempura?
Me.
Oh,
All right.
let's get a gangle of Mo.
Dumplings.
Mo, you're on camera.
Show up.
Oh God, Mo, that is insanity.
Is chopsticks still in?
Come on, chopsticks.
Chopsticks, come on.
Chopsticks.
Is that me?
Yes, that's you.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
Dumpling.
Dumpling again. Yes.
All right, wasabi.
Thank you, God.
Tempura.
Okay, no, for real, this is it.
A maki roll. No, I'm sorry. Chopsticks again.
I can't even talk about games.
Wasabi.
Mitchell,
You ready for your other one?
Mitchell's asking if what.
This, because it's,
I'm trying to get the phone on. I can't even think. I keep
All right,
wanting to reach for my
tempura.
beer.
Can I steal your ice cream?
My terms.
Sashimi.
That would be a no.
Sashimi.
So we had a group playing Shards of Infinity earlier.
Oh, yeah.
You both really liked the game. You played it a lot, right?
I love it.
All right, dumpling.
I'm pairing the phone up. I forgot to pair it to the machine.
I'm not going to finish
What
it.
kind of game is it?
So,
Maki roll.
All right, folks. Phone lines open 813-618-7099.
We'll pass the phone to somebody that can talk if Carlos
I'm
can't.
Pudding.
I think it's on. Yeah, it's connected. I'm struggling to even just talk right now.
Chopsticks.
So if you have a topic, call in.
Chopsticks.
I just played Railroad Inc. Right before I sat down
Oh, that was
here.
a new Kickstarter. that
Yeah,
came in.
and that's
Wasabi.
It's the whole Kickstarter. Wasabi.
Wasabi. Rob.
Fun little
Wasabi.
game too.
Nigiri.
I like Railroad Inc. Railroad Inc.'s a great game.
Tempura.
That new Kickstarter package is really
Sashimi?
nice, with it holds all the expansions.
That was cool. Oh, it's Cool Mini or not, right?
Wasabi.
The Simon.
I don't know. They're not Railroad Inc. It was somebody else. I think it's
Mo. Tempura again.
like H&G or
I think
something
I
like
sweat
that.
less at
It's a
the
little
gym.
technical game.
No, look at you.
Maki roll.
Okay.
I don't know, Carlos.
Chopsticks.
I think I got 3 more bites.
He's done, folks.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, wasabi.
Done with what?
Oh, we got a call coming in.
Really?
All right, let's see if this works. Beans and Dice Podcast. State your name and where you're calling from.
And then pudding again.
Oh, wait, hang on.
He can't work the phones, folks.
Not hearing anything. How about now?
Maki
Beans and
roll.
Dice Podcast. State your name and where you're calling from.
Hear you. Oh, there you are. This is Mitchell from Louisiana, and I was wondering if you're still alive over there.
Just barely.
Hey, Mitchell. Thanks for calling because we need some help with topics right now because I just can't think. I'm sweating.
It's hot. Yeah, I'm starting to sweat. Yeah.
I'm done. I'm giving up.
I asked if you guys were going to actually play or if you just torture yourself. And the stream, it froze for a second whenever you were answering. So is it just torture the whole night, or are you guys going to actually have fun too? I couldn't
Well,
hear what your response was.
they took the game of Sushi Go and then divvied out the cards and began just drawing names to make you eat. But I'm done. Like, You can say my name all day. You can call me
chopsticks out of there?
Chopsticks all you want.
I might get another bite or two in, but I'm pretty close to done myself.
I am through. So Mitchell, what?
Oh, we got someone who already finished.
Oh, we have someone who finished their bowl.
Wow. That's impressive.
Oh wow, over here we got. Let me get it on camera here. There's Ben.
Whenever you're playing multiplayer, it's very easy for two people to gang up on another person. With four, it doesn't happen as often, but you guys run into that problem in three-player games where it's kind of you're just bullying the person who might be a couple HP ahead.
We play with three. I agree with you. When you're playing with two, it's just you're obviously only going to be attacking the other person. But when you're playing with three, I do admit you can team up on one person. But if you're all trying to be equal with everybody, you can divvy up the hit points to try and prevent a runaway game from happening. So there is good and bad with more than two people playing. I agree.
Yeah, well, you
but
could have
what
that.
I really like about that game is the XP system, where if you get to 30, you just deal infinite damage. That's always.
I didn't understand that. I was asking them because they were playing the game, so I asked them to help me out understand how the game plays, and they said something about getting to that 30 victory point level.
Right. So once you hit 30, you have certain cards that are in the game that, like, when you hit 10, it bumps the card up a little bit. When you hit 20, it bumps it up. You know, there's different levels. But once you hit 30, there's a card that deals out hit points, and it's basically infinity. So even when you hit 30, you still have to draw that card and play it before you actually win the game.
But when you say infinity, like you
basically wipe everybody out at the table, and you end up winning.
Oh, okay. So once you hit 30, you're seeking for that card in your hand, then you're dropping it, and you win.
Correct.
Have you ever reached 30? I don't think we ever have. We've always won before we got to that point.
That's actually how our game ended up.
Who got to 30?
Raphael ended up getting to 30.
So is the idea to stop the other players from getting to 30?
Yes.
Does that happen often for you guys? Getting to 30?
That's the first time it's ever happened to me when I was playing. And I've played multiple games. Usually it's taking the other person out or other people out before 30 gets hit in order to win.
Has it got kind of a munchkin pile on
Gotcha.
type?
That's what I was thinking, Ben.
Munchkin.
Munchkin.
About Munchkin feeling is what he was asking?
It can, but again, I think we're...
Ish.
Yeah, right. It's not like there are no
looking at deck
rules.
builder.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try this. Cool.
So there is a munchkin feel, but you can kind of negate attacks from other people with block cards, and you can also heal
guys are
yourself
crazy.
from damage. So.
Oh, just wait.
Wait, it'll take.
No,
give
you
it a minute.
crazy.
Will just took his first bite. He decided not to interrupt. He was gonna give it a shot. He wasn't gonna try it, but he just took his first bite or two, and he says we're crazy. But we're telling him wait about 30 seconds.
No, I'm not like down here. I'm not feeling good.
Yeah. my stomach's already getting a little rumbly.
This doesn't taste good. It just feels like I just numb my mouth.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, breathing fire.
So hey, Mitchell, before you go, my copy of Red Rising has arrived.
Yes,
It arrived today.
Oh, that's what I was about to ask.
we haven't played yet.
No, we haven't played it. I spent most of my day here setting up. Once we got here, it was like 6 or 7 o'clock, and then the shop closed around 8, and that's when I began setting up all the gear. If I could, I'm gonna take a picture for y'all and post it up later.
Yeah.
You can see the mobile setup moved out. It's a lot. It's a lot to set up.
Yeah, and we might try to get a game in tonight if possible, if we're feeling up to it after this. So we'll see.
Yeah, let me know if you guys enjoy it. I've found out as I've played more, it's really balanced. Like I've played 9 times. And I've won 4, lost 5 amongst lots of different opponents. So it's not like maybe I haven't figured it out yet, but it's not like something you can just dominate all the time. It really is the draw of the cards and how you react to that. So
Okay.
I like that it's not just something you can powerhouse through every game.
I was going to ask because I saw that you had posted up some more plays of it, so I was wondering how the experience was going as you've gotten more and more plays under your belt.
Yeah, I'm getting more of a feel for it because I'm getting through more of those cards. But
Okay.
I was supposed to have a 3-player game, but something fell through, and so all my games have been 2 players.
Okay.
And so I really want to see what's going to happen whenever we add more players. I think that's going to.
Yeah, I'm real curious.
evolve even more.
3 or 4 players. Seems to me like that would be a lot. Obviously, there's going to be more interaction. So, but yeah, I'm anxious to try it at both. I guess lower and higher player counts. But
Rob, you got a little something.
yeah, thanks. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. So anyway, let me know how your plays goes. I'm anxious to hear about it, and I guess I'll let you get back to your torture over there.
Yeah, we'll try to get back to a little more gaming talk here.
I will say, I'm glad to hear you say that it's balanced, because I feel like in my last couple of plays, when we talk about like Scythe or even Tapestry, that Stonemeyer has, when they try to do asymmetric, it doesn't come out as well as they intend to, balance-wise. So if you're saying what you're getting from it is balanced, that's great to hear.
Yeah, and I could be wrong. It's still a small sample size, but so far, I mean, the houses are not super super asymmetric. It's just one slight thing, for each one. But it doesn't give any side too much of a benefit, in my opinion. There's definitely some that I prefer a little bit more, give a little bit more benefit, but it's not like one's ridiculously OP and needs to be nerfed or anything.
I'm certain Robert and I will touch back.
But so I'll admit I came up short. Well, and while
where you're actually deploying cards to, and where you're pulling cards from, you definitely have to pay attention a lot more, because you don't want to give something away to another person at the table, but you're still trying to get those points for yourself. When it's one-on-one, it's a lot easier to keep track of what cards that they might have in their hand, because most of it is hidden anyway. Yeah. It's a lot easier to keep track of those types of things, whereas when it's multiple people, it's a lot more to keep track of.
Okay, that's what I figured. When it got up to 3 and 4, you'd have a lot more interaction.
Yeah.
You'd have a lot more stuff where you got to watch other people. You've got those tracks. Was it the fleet track at the top?
Right.
Okay, so you got to watch what people are doing there.
And I think it plays up to 6.
Oh, does it? Okay, I was only thinking it was 4, but do you recall, Carlos? Was it?
I don't.
Okay.
The box is in the car.
I think it's 6.
Up to 6.
I can't imagine what you would have to keep track of at that player count.
And let me ask, let's just take a quick break just to give props to the people who completed the challenge. So how many people here at the table did we have actually complete the challenge tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, and Mike's kind of halfway up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Almost.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. So there was only Carlos and I bailed early. I got about 7 bites in. I think what you got about
2 or 3
bites in.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah, well,
not gonna do it.
I'll keep it here. I may take another nibble or 2 before I'm gone. But
I'm finishing my ice cream though. I mean, if we have an ice cream challenge,
ice
I'm
cream
good.
Contest, yeah, no problem there. But
I got a comment on the board here. Silly question. So this is Diego on the board. Silly question. Do you guys have a board game person nickname? I started calling my wife Patches after she destroyed me in Patchwork.
Patches.
Every time she starts dominating in a game, saying, Patches is here to play.
Actually,
So anybody got any?
I think you got one for me.
Yeah, see, William, and we gave him this one. It is No Chill Will.
Oh, yeah,
He doesn't know how to play a game for fun. He has to dominate and win, and you can see on his face when he doesn't, when he's not, that he's just not having fun. Because he's got to win. He's got to dominate. So we gave him the name No Chill Will.
Well, Dan's what, 100%? Is that it? Or
Chaos.
Chaos, yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Chaos on him.
Chaos, yeah.
Definitely.
I look at Dan, he's Chaos.
Yeah. Anybody else have any cute little nicknames you've either been given or have given yourself?
Or earned by playing like a crazy person.
Yeah, Chaos. That fits right in. Yeah, Dan likes to in interaction games. He likes to stir up chaos just for chaos's sake. Even when it's not the optimal move, sometimes he likes to just throw you off your game by doing something unexpected. So
on the chat board, Sheldon says, laugh out loud that he can respect that, Will. He can respect that.
The No Chill Will?
That's right.
No Chill Will.
Well, it's mostly game towards you. Because most of our war games,
Listen, I know we look like we're related, but we're not. But we end up fighting like brothers every time we play a game. Whenever Robert's there, it's usually Robert and I that attack each other first. But if William's there, it's Carlos and Will going at it. And yeah.
No, Rob's done that with TI4. He reached across the map to attack me.
No.
Across the galaxy.
I guess
to attack
he
me.
thought you were me.
There was probably an objective over there that I needed.
Yeah.
But,
Anybody else got any nicknames that you've picked up or anyone called you?
we got a couple here. Come on, y'all don't have nicknames for each other
Nothing?
in board gaming? No? Oh, come on.
They even share headphones. I mean, look at them.
Sharing a pair of-
Do y'all share a Facebook?
Yeah.
Do you share Facebook? Y'all have one Facebook page?
No.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I'll stop.
We can keep moving around to see who else has people been playing. Anybody's played anything new? Any learning anything new lately?
We played at Small Samurai Empires with Dan.
Oh yeah, yeah. We played that here at Your Turn. What was that? What night was that?
Was it Saturday?
And don't forget, folks, phone lines open, 813-618-7099. Call in. Talk to us about what you're playing. Interrupt us, please.
Yeah, last Saturday, Small Samurai Empires. Well, it's Will's game. I'll let him talk about it.
Yeah, I think the general consensus that reminds a lot of people of Shogun.
Yeah, I definitely had a hint of Shogun in it. It reminded me a little bit of that without the cube tower part of it. But you're vying for control of provinces. Is that what they
Provinces within a region
within regions on the map?
with hidden actions with tokens placed on the board, and you can cover up everyone else's actions as well. So you kind of had to plan out not only that phase, but one whole phase after that ahead of time, because you limited with only 11 tokens, and then the next round you can only place. If you place 4 in the first part of the phase, you're only allowed to place 3 the second round.
It looks like a miniature version of Shogun. No, I get it. I'm saying that because it's a map of Japan, and there's little samurai meeples, right? So it kind of makes me feel like that. But in the way I read the gameplay plays like, it kind of reminded me of a Shogun-style game.
That's what we let off with.
Is that what it felt
I
like?
think the noodles are getting to your head, but yeah, that's what that was the first thing Will said, is that it plays like Shogun. But yeah, okay.
Glad you're paying attention there.
Okay,
Carlos.
I'm going to reel him in here. Reel him in. But yes, that's what we were saying.
Going back to my ice cream, it's just stay quiet.
It's Shogun without the cube towers, is what I said. But
And
yeah,
it's much lighter, actually.
Yeah.
It's like half the complexity.
Yeah, it's quick. It's a maximum of 4 players. Is that right? So it plays 2 to 4.
It says it plays under 60, even with 4 players.
Yeah, I think it would be under 60 minutes once you know what's going on. Our game probably took us a little over an hour. We were learning the rules. It's tight. There's a limited number of things you can do, and each round you're pretty much filling up all of the action spaces. I understand that changes with 2 players. It scales down a little bit for 2 players, and you don't quite take up all the spaces. So initiative and turn order becomes important, because if you go last in the final round, you're limited to just whatever's left over. Each of the was it 3 ages or 4 ages?
3 eras.
3 eras. Okay, so if any of the 3 eras, if you're last, again, like I say, you're just kind of left with whatever the last spot on the board is, and so it's interesting that way. The turn order is set at the end of each era by the person with the lowest score.
See, that feels like Shogun. Like the turn order is always different.
Yeah.
There's 3 ages, 4.
3 in this one.
3 in Shogun.
Oh, in Shogun,
It's 2.
2 ages in Shogun. Yeah, they're long seasons. You have 4 seasons.
Although in the game we played, the turn order never
changed. Yeah.
No, it's supposed to change, but it never did.
I jumped out to an early lead, and again, the leader always goes last, and the last place always goes first. So I led from wire to wire, even though it was fairly close at the end. You two didn't change at all, though, huh? All through any of the 3 ages.
He was
3 eras?
always.
I was always last with the
and I
points.
was
You were always
middle.
second.
was
No.
slowly catching up, but you were playing pretty chaotic the last era.
Yeah, I didn't get the win by playing that way. So.
Yeah. I don't have the laptop tonight with the BGG information or anything on it, so I can't show any pictures. But is that a newer release, Will, or do you know, is that an older game? Or
I think it got delivered Kickstarter.
Yeah, I got delivered last
a couple
year.
months ago.
okay.
It was started last year and
Yeah.
a couple of months ago. I bought a retail copy, so I didn't get the Kickstarter bonuses with it.
When we played, I looked at the BGG, and the score I think was it was an 8.1 or 7.9, or it was right around an 8. So that's a pretty solid score. I mean, it's a new game.
That's a fair score, though.
Right? Yeah, I would agree. I would think it was a solid 8 out of 10. I would say. It was fairly quick, fairly light. Shogun tends to be a longer game, depending, I guess, the number of people that play. That can go on for a couple of hours. So this is like a little 45-minute to an hour, 3 to 4 player Shogun light, I would call it. But
What's the name again, William?
Small Samurai Empires.
So that was Small Samurai Empire. Anybody got any games they played on that side of the table?
The Small Samurai Empires reminded me of a game we played last week, me and some friends, Forbidden Stars.
Oh yeah,
Yes, it has that same
The
mechanic.
same
actually.
planning
Yeah.
phase you
Right.
were talking about. And we played that for the first time this past Sunday, and it was awesome. I mean,
Was it?
I love the WH-40, the Warhammer 40.
We've had a different opinion in our plays of it, but yeah.
I think
I don't know,
Carlos
we
has fallen
just-
asleep playing that game.
No, well, that's nothing new though.
And that's what I read, is like there's all this downtime during combat and stuff. But I found that I was pretty engaged when other people were in combat with each other, because it's just really fun to see what cards they're laying out and what they come up with
And so you've played it just the one time?
Just the one time
Okay.
so far.
I'll say the first time I played it, for about the first hour, I felt the way you felt. But as
Where I ended up, but I went flat 500. So I won 2 games, I lost 2 games, and I tied a game. So like straight out 500 out of the 5 games I played. It's my second tournament that I've played in, so I'm still kind of new to actually competitive Blood Bowl. I had fun. I had a good time. I'm getting better at it. I'm starting to realize decisions matter.
What team did you play?
I brought up with me the Norse team, so a Viking team. And I built a better team than I did my first tournament. I didn't bring the Yeti this time, so it wasn't as random. But there was one game against goblins, right? So, and I thought, okay, it's going to be easy win. It's goblins. It's a small team. He brought a star player, Morgenthorpe, who came in and wiped me out. By the end of the game, I had 3 players on the pitch left. So I had no control. 11 players is what you start with. Everyone else, 7 were dead. The other 4 were on the bench because they were knocked out, KO'd. Right? They weren't dead, but they weren't on the pitch. And I had 3 guys on the pitch. He just did what he wanted. Like, he scored twice. And he was going for most casualties. That was his award because it was an award for winning. It was a team event, which was cool. I've never done a team event before. So in a team event, it was me and Chris Engel out of Newport Richey. He's been up here to Your Turn is where I met him. He was my teammate. So we sat together the entire time, and we got paired up against other teams. One of us was Alpha, one of us was Bravo. So whenever we got paired up against another team, we had to play Alpha to Alpha, Bravo to Bravo, and then we did 5 matches like that. So it was pretty cool because I had my buddy with me. We can talk strategy. In between matches, you can actually trade players in between matches okay, I see you're playing the undead. Let me give you some of these guys that have maybe more strength so you can go in there and go against their stronger golems, right? That kind of strategy talk was going on. That and, hey, what do you think I should do here? It was allowed because you're playing a team game. And normally in the tournament, you're by yourself, right? You got no one with you. So it was pretty cool to be able to play a game with a friend. So that was Saturday and Sunday in Melbourne, 2-day event with more Blood Bowl at night because it was another 7s tournament. I did terrible. I'm not going to talk about it. It was bad.
how many people were in the tournament?
It was the largest 11s tournament in the state of Florida to date with 40 coaches.
Nice.
So
Well, tell us,
ever in
where
history.
Where did you finish? You got to tell us.
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for
you wait for
the results to come on the board, but I know.
Okay.
I mean, I was straight 500, so I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere in the middle. So that was my weekend of Blood Bowl.
Let's go down to the far end. What have y'all been playing over there? Mohammed?
Haven't played anything, honestly.
Haven't played
The last
anything?
thing was when I played Dune Imperium with you
Yeah.
and Mike and Dan a few weeks ago.
We've talked about Dune Imperium
Yeah.
quite a bit on the show, but just a quick opinion. What did you think?
I think it was awesome.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I absolutely loved that game.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
It was really good.
Yeah, I look forward to playing again. And we
Yeah.
might. We've got a game day coming up here in 3 weeks from Saturday.
Yeah.
On the 15th, I believe. Is that right?
2 weeks from Saturday.
2 weeks from Saturday? Oh, 2 weeks from
Yeah.
Saturday. Okay. We'll be back here at Your Turn for a game day. Anybody who's interested, anybody who's listening, certainly can come out and join us. Try to hit us up on the Facebook page. Just kind of give us an idea of how many people are going to be here. We need to give Dan good notice. I know we're looking to get a game of Anachrony in. David Carlton wants to teach. Well, I guess you and he can teach me.
Yeah. I
And
haven't played that game since it came out, so I played it way back then, and I haven't played it since. It's a very heavy game.
that's what I've heard. Do we have a fourth for that
That's
one?
one I've wanted to play
It's
for a
very
long time.
heavy.
Do you know if we have a fourth yet? It plays up to 4. I think we were trying to get a full game. So, all right, we got to volunteer if we need one. It seems to me originally we were talking about a couple of months ago. There was a 4th person who was interested, but I can't remember who it was. But I'll check. If not, well, yeah, it'll be. If you'll be here,
I think David said he'll be here at the next game day.
Right.
Because he had posted on there.
Yep. So that's what we're going to shoot for. And then I know somebody else had contacted me. I can't remember. Again, I don't know if it's the noodles or what. I'm drawing a blank. But somebody actually also had contacted me about wanting to learn Dune Imperium. So I'll probably be teaching a game of that again. So
I think David Carlton just picked up a copy.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he
It
posted
was,
on the
that's who
board.
it was. It was David Carlton. He mentioned that he was.
He did say he's bringing it on
Okay.
the Saturday game day.
Sweet.
So,
Excellent. Excellent. And then Dan's got a copy of Anachrony here if we need it. But
yeah.
otherwise,
Nowhere
cool.
as heavy as Anachrony, but.
How about you two down there? What have y'all been playing? Raph, what have you been playing at home?
Well, speaking of Dune Imperium, watch the video on the channel. During that week, you gave us, Carlos let us borrow a copy of Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Right.
It's similar. It's kind of similar to it. A little bit of differences, less player interaction. But I think we loved it more than we do like Dune Imperium,
Yeah.
even though we like the combat of Dune Imperium. We loved it so much that we immediately bought a copy of it. when
That's
we
always a good
tried it with
sign, yeah.
Carlos. We've tried it with 2 and 4 players, so
Yep.
it was really good.
Awesome.
What did you guys think of the research track on the right side of the board? How did that affect your game? Because I'm real curious. So we had a guy chase research the entire time. He ended up wiping us off the map.
Yes.
It's important.
You can't ignore it.
Yeah.
So
But go ahead. Carlos has done that. Yeah.
So in my experience, when we played the 4-player game, I focused a lot on the research track, but I only brought one thing up the whole way. Just the
magnifying
The
glass.
temple tokens at the top.
Yeah, and started taking.
That's what happened to us.
And I didn't use the notebook at all because like you don't have enough resources to do both, in my opinion.
I've gotten both up there, but it's tough. You really have to just focus on doing that. But I've gotten both all the way up.
exactly halfway up with both the book and the magnifying glass. And it was,
Yeah, and they have different advantages if you don't know the game as you move. There's two pieces on that side track, and you have to keep your magnifying glass. The theme is you have to explore an area before you can journal about it. So you have the magnifying glass that's moving up the track, and then you have a second piece, the journal, that's moving behind it. And like I said, the journal can never pass it. You get different bonuses as each one reach different levels of that track. But if you get the hourglass all the way to the top, then you can start buying some, I don't know what they're called, temple tokens. There's some bonus tokens at the top that you're just basically buying victory points.
It's got to be the ramen. I mean, nobody else caught it?
What?
His first words out of his mouth. The theme is you have to
talk about
magnifying glass before you can journal about it.
Here, so I picked up on that. I was wondering what y'all were pointing about. I say the word theme.
He started with the theme.
I'll say the theme is, in my opinion, much better than Dune Imperium.
Amen.
Yeah. If you don't know the Doom universe,
Even if you know, I mean, you tried to explain it, but even if you know the Dune Imperium universe, I mean, still, the theme of Ruins of Arnak is great because you have compasses, right? And you need to gather compasses to explore further in the island, and you need more compasses to go further in the island. It's like representing the time you need to take to get there, right? So, and you need planes to fly, you need boats to go through water.
Right, because the water is on the right side of the board, the land is on the left side of the board, so it kind of feels themey when you have to take boots to go up one side to the close stuff, jeeps to go deeper into the land,
or an ostrich as a jeep.
There are cards that are animals
you can do that.
use to move through.
ride the animals.
Off-roading awesome.
The other two things I really love about it is that Dune Imperium is worker placement first and then deck builder after.
Sure.
Where here you can take the action whichever one you want to go first, whether you buy something for your deck or you worker place. And then there's two types of things you can buy: artifacts and items. Items help you early on in the game, which show up more frequently, and then as the game progresses, artifacts show up more, and those help you out more in the end game. So,
I'd be interested in playing. I played maybe 4 or 5 times now, and I'd be interested in seeing what the trade-off is. Carlos tends to go heavy deck building. I tend to go very thin on the deck building. I only buy a couple of cards the whole game, and I tend to do pretty well in that game. So I'm curious to see with more plays.
So humble. He's so humble.
Well,
what a humble guy.
That's
Almost as humble as Dan.
Yeah, almost as humble as Dan. Yeah. So me and my daughter, my daughter has kicked our butts at a couple of the Terminator.
Yeah, she's a shark.
Speaking of nicknames, gaming nicknames, my 15-year-old daughter, she's beaten up on us pretty bad a couple times in that game. But again, it seems like the people who do well always race up that research track, and that's what she did. I think she got both of them all the way to the top, and she had bought the highest level of the pyramid over there.
Yeah, there's the pyramid at the top with the different tablets of points, and you can exhaust those, and because it's a zero-sum game. Like, there's only so many of those.
Yeah,
if you're up there early, pounding on them, nobody else will have a chance to get them.
Yeah.
So I find that I don't play that track enough.
The guy who won our game, I think he defeated one Guardian.
Yeah, I think I 1 or 2 usually per game.
Research the entire time.
Yeah, I just go up the research track. So I'm wondering. I wonder if that's a weakness of the game. I'll have to get more plays in to see.
No, I think the first game I played with you guys, I killed like 3 or 4 of them and I won.
Yeah, I remember that.
I killed 4 Guardians and I won because they're like almost 5 points
5
each.
each.
So I killed 4 of them. And
But
I was like,
it's not just that, because the Guardians are going to give you the resources that you need to move up the research track.
Yeah, you got to do some balance.
I think that's what happened. I saw you guys catching up the research and like I gave up on that and just went straight to killing Guardians. And that was 20 points right there.
Yeah, we'll have to get some more plays in and see. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Cool.
Anything else y'all been playing or no?
I've been.
Mike, I was moving down, but yeah, go ahead, Mike.
This past weekend, we broke out Zombicide 2.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. New Kickstarter.
And played a game with my oldest son and my youngest son, and it didn't end very well because somebody pulled a Leroy Jenkins and just opened.
I saw you post something about
yeah,
that. Yeah.
It was supposedly the medium level, type of scenario, and we were starting out okay, but then my oldest son Matthew decided to open the door on the largest building. So if you don't know Zombicide, when you open up a door, all the dark areas will spawn zombies, and of course, this one building had like 4 or 5 different dark areas in it, and every single one was just like, 5 walkers, 3 runners, and it was miserable. But the theme of it, because we kind of split up a little bit, and I was hanging out in a corner trying to lure zombies in one way, but just the way that the zombies moved out of the building and they were down another street, it was just like, it literally, like, we kept looking at it and thinking, this is just like Walking Dead, like just this huge horde of zombies that you're never going to be able to take them all out. We're just cornering us, and I mean, it ended up in misery, but just that we were just like, Matthew, please don't open that door. Oh, no, I'm going to open up the door.
Did it anyway.
Yeah,
Doing his own thing over there. Yeah.
But I'm excited to play it again. That's my first time. Well, I played Zombicide Invader, but I really like the game. I can't wait to get it to the table again, actually.
This newer version, yeah.
I think that modern theme is probably one of my favorite settings for Zombicide. That modern idea of zombies, not the fantasy zombies, the Western zombies, but that modern one is.
Yeah. I'm excited to play it again. So.
And I got a comment real quick. Just in the last 10 minutes, I've noticed my lips have started tingling. I don't know if that's a delayed reaction or it's like I keep wanting to lick them, but then see, that's what I figured. I figured I'd be over it by now, but it's kind of delayed. I delayed something or other. But
Michael Mitchell says your son sounds like me in Gloomhaven, constantly stepping on doors.
Yeah, that'll get you in trouble.
That's what I do, man. I do the same. I think I've upset his group. I got kicked out of his Gloomhaven group.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need the rest before opening that next door.
To open all the doors.
Carlos doesn't Gloomhaven well. Yeah.
I don't Gloomhaven well with others.
He doesn't work well with others. So.
No, but you do role playing pretty well. You were playing a dwarf, right?
No, I was playing a techno brute. No, I was playing the Guardian. Salvador.
Yeah, the scythe swirling on chains Guardian dancing and got his glow sticks.
Because it had like little scythes on chains. So I imagine like back in the 1998 when you're swinging the glow sticks around on strings. So that's what I envisioned as my character.
He kept threatening to take his shirt off in real life, and we told him, nope, no more Gloomhaven for you. You're done. we did not want to see that.
My Hershey Kisses.
Yeah, that gets ugly. But. And I know, I've been there. I've slept in the same bed as that guy.
I've seen his pepperonis.
The noodles are talking hard.
Getting a little crazy.
And this episode of Beans and Dice. I played a small game called Tacticum, and it was a Kickstarter. It was actually, to be honest, my first Kickstarted game. I've never bought a Kickstarter game before because I did the Mayday boards, and I didn't consider that a Kickstarter because.
You can deny it all you want, man.
But it was my first. It was my first Kickstarter game. It's a small box, like a tin, like an Altoids tin, and it's got a little map in there with cubes, white and black cubes, and you play the role of a Roman legionnaire who is learning, right? So you're playing training matches against your opponent. And it's an abstract game because it's cubes on a square board, a bunch of square spaces, not hexes, those would be hexes, not squares. Square spaces, and you're moving your pieces around to try to capture your opponent's pieces. It played like in 10 minutes. I played it at Cracker Barrel with my 14-year-old son, eating pancakes. It was perfect. Like it just perfect little travel game. He picked it up like that. He learned it quick. I was able to teach it, and it had just enough depth in there to be enjoyable. So that was Tacticum by... I can't even remember the name anymore. I can't remember the name anymore. But it's on the Instagram. I posted a picture of it if you want to get the name.
Blame it on the noodles.
Oh, God. There's like a heat right here. Like I'm waiting for this to be over so I can go get the Tums.
Have you done a playthrough without pancakes yet?
I try not to do playthroughs without pancakes. You know, that's usually what I combine my game. I mean, look at this body. Do I look like I play without pancakes?
Taco Bell.
As soon as you said black and white abstract cubes on little squares, I think Rob almost fainted.
He loves cubes.
Yeah, cubes.
Yeah, it was my nickname in college, Sweaty Pancakes.
Yeah. What's the newest addition to the collection, Dan? Do you remember what's the last thing that come in with?
Just came in today.
Today?
Oh
Why
yeah,
not?
we just got the Kickstarter for Lawyer Up in.
Oh, that's one we had to talk about. That's right.
Yep, Lawyer Up, all the expansions, playmats, several copies for sale.
All right, let Mike talk. He's gonna explode. So
I know Carlos is itching to get an all in on that. So.
yeah.
Careful, I think the family's watching.
It's
I don't know
good.
what you're talking about.
Dan taught me lawyer up a while back. But,
I'm having a trip from the noodles. I'm sorry.
oh yeah. Yeah, Dan taught me that. You got was it a pre-release copy or something?
Yeah, we got a pre-production.
Pre-production copy. Yeah, he taught me that when.
Yeah, we've had it here for about 6 months now.
I was saying, it seems like it's been close to a year or something, 6 months at least. Yeah. So, but go ahead, Mike. I know it's one. I think you mentioned that it's one of the top 2 or 3 Kickstarters you were waiting on.
Yeah, it was in my top 3 Kickstarters waiting to deliver. It's just a 1v1, but you're playing lawyers and there's different cases in the game. But the fun of it is when you get into character and you're like throwing that card down like, I object! As long as you get into, I think it plays a lot better if you can get into you're the actual lawyer, because there's
sound effects.
Yeah,
keep going.
There's flavor text at the bottom, so it's like if you read it off like, hey, I'm the lawyer, and then you're like throwing that card down. It's very enjoyable game, and it's different every single time you play it. And I mean,
Yeah,
there's
you can
just
play with different goals as the prosecution or the defense.
Yeah.
Even if you're playing with the same goal, the way you call witnesses, the order you call the witnesses in, the way you put evidence out, it's different every time. Yeah, the judges can be different.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in that one. I know Robert and I both are in similar industries. We do claims. Michael, you're in there too.
Insurance claims, yeah.
We've done a lot of depositions and been deposed. And you see that gameplay, that tactical back and forth between, your counsel and opposing counsel, right? You answer a question in a way that opposing counsel doesn't like, and they object and want to get it stricken from the record. And so I'm just hearing you talk about it.
Yeah.
And I get it. That's like work for me. Like, who wants to play a game of what you do at work? But
even from the beginning, like when you're building your deck, because I mean that's part of the beginning as well. Is like when you start building your deck, you're drawing 3 cards, and you're taking it's evidence that you're basically taking.
That's the discovery phase.
Right, the discovery phase. So you're taking one bit of evidence.
I have no shame in my game. I did not eat my noodles.
How many bites did you get in?
Like 3.
2 or 3.
That's
3.
for somebody who doesn't
Those
eat
three,
spicy.
those
I
3
just-
bites probably equal 1 amount.
He can't even.
Yeah,
talk
did you
about
notice
hot
that?
sauce, yeah.
Like I put my spoon on the noodles and I twisted the noodles over and over and over until like most of it fell off. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Are we back up?
Yeah, we're back up and going.
Okay.
But I saw with the cases that you're only using half of the evidence cards and like 2/3 of the witnesses. So even with only coming with 2 games in the box or 2 scenarios in the box, you're not seeing the major majority of the cards or the combination of cards.
Yeah, most games use 10 or 11 witnesses, and I think there's like 20 in there or somewhere around that number. And depending on which strategy the defense or the prosecution takes, that's determines which of the 3, 4, or 5 witnesses you can call. So every time you play, if you use different strategies, there's different witnesses every time. Both sides can call witnesses, and it depends on who calls them, who gets the advantage, and there's a lot of strategy in that little game.
I like seeing Raph over there doing hand signs of his stomach not feeling so great.
He may have to run off the stream here in a minute.
Back to the ER.
It's a whole nother kind of stream.
Yikes.
That's tomorrow.
Yes. All right. Well, that gets us our full hour, right? And I know that this is Dan's work day. He still has to clean up and take care of the shop. Usually like to run the show from 9 to 10. And we've done that, although we only got 1 phone call. We did get a lot of comments on the trails, right? So, and I always reach out to you folks in the comment trails. You comment, call. I want to talk to you. You know, I like talking to people. I do. So call in on that. But
What do we chop liver?
well, you call in every week, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, but you got.
But you're here. You know,
We got a good panel here.
we have a great panel. I love doing this. This is our
fun.
second time doing a panel style at Your Turn, and the first time we did it, I had a blast. I'm glad we set this up again. This is something that I want to continue to try to do, even if we do it just maybe on a monthly basis. Some kind of panel like this. It's good to get out and see people.
Yeah,
It just is.
for sure.
And so I hope you guys are all out there in the intertubes, having fun, engaging with your groups in your bubbles safely. I'm fully two-shotted. I'm like Pitbull. Shot. Everybody. So
On that note,
we are the Beans and Dice podcast.
Do the shot again.
Shot.
you gotta take your shirt off. Watch out.
We are the Beans and Dice podcast. I'm Carlos.
I'm Rob.
I'm William.
Michael.
Daniel.
Ben?
I'm Raph.
Rachel.
Muhammad.
And
Podcast about
how we game. Noodles.
How we torture him.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Take care.